Okay. I just saw a notification from someone on Mighty Network, or excuse me, on Freebird's Community Kitchen that the link wasn't working, which that happens every time I do a live, and I'm not sure what the issue is. I'm really not, because that shouldn't be happening. That really, really shouldn't be happening. So I'm not sure what is going on with that. Let's see. Man. Hold on 1 second, you guys. Okay, we should have someone joining us soon, Antoinette. We'll keep an eye out for Antoinette, because I'm not sure what's going on, why she can't see this or join. That is quite frustrating now. That's pretty good. I'm waiting for Antoinette, and clean up a little bit while she's trying to join us. Let's see if there's. That is so strange. Okay, I've got my salt and pepper here. I've got my liquid aminos. What liquid aminos looks like. You can find this in the grocery store like Publix or Kroger. And also find this at the farmer's market. Okay. I love the Cab Farmers Market, which is in Decatur, Georgia, but I have a lot of people who do not live in Georgia watching or participating in this. So at your local farmers market is where you can find liquid aminos too, okay? Then I have some dark brown sugar here. And I've got my coconut milk. Any coconut milk will work, pretty much. And I've got my onions here, garlic, cilantro, and sweet potatoes. Then I have a little bit more sweet potatoes, and underneath that I have bok choy that I have cut up completely. Then we've got these shiitake mushrooms, which I'm going to be using for the first time today. I'm excited. They already feel a little bit more like tough than portobello, which is good. So they kind of give you like a meaty texture. And I've got my ginger here, and I've got some broccoli on the cutting board. So I'm going to show you how to grate this ginger with a spoon. Okay. So all you have to do is get a spoon, and you're going to take it and doop, 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 just like that, and you're going to grate the ginger, okay? You only need about a tablespoon of this. So, oh, yay, Antoinette is here. Hi, Antoinette. Oh, my gosh, I'm so sorry that the link was not working. It does that every time. Are you here? Say something if you're here. Oh, I see that you joined. Can you say hello so I can just see if your volume's working? Hi.
Yeah, hold on.
I can hear you.
Awesome. Yeah, we used the link that you posted. That worked. That worked for us. She can't see
Okay,
us.
great. It's the same link that I put in the event, but I don't know why it's working. And every time I do a live event, the link does not work. So I've got to fix that.
Okay, no worries. Oh, looks good. Yeah, we're at.
So, go ahead.
No, I was saying we're incognito because we're at kid practices, and so I have a busy friend with me today, so I don't want him to distract.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were at home with the ingredients or not.
No, unfortunately, the kids, no, I had to divide my time today.
Can I
Okay.
go in it?
But we're
No
excited to
problem
watch.
at all.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
Can I go out?
Awesome. Okay, so I'll explain what's going on here, okay? You can go back on mute now and I'll show you everything. So, I just was prepping before you got here, so you haven't missed anything yet. I've already got my water boiling for my vermicelli noodles, which look like this, by the way. These are rice vermicelli noodle nests. So if you saw in the recipe, I said we need like 2 nests of vermicelli noodles, and this is what I meant. And so when I take it out the package, well, which I can do now, I can show you what I really mean. So they kind of come exactly like this in a little nest. And I just drop this whole thing in the boiling water, okay? And it's so easy to cook. It's quick. It probably takes all of 3 minutes to do. And then it's ready to go. And then I kind of just put the noodles straight into my serving bowl and then pour the soup over it. I have put the noodles into my soup and kind of stirred it around. But what happens is the noodles, of course, kind of soak up everything. And it doesn't make the soup dry or anything, but it just kind of changes the texture of the noodles a bit. So I kind of like to keep them separate so I can get the fullness of each component of the soup, you know. So basically I've cut up some things here, and I've got some onions. I've got garlic over here that I'm about to saute in a sec. I've got some cilantro, and I have sweet potatoes. And then on this plate, I just did a little bit more sweet potatoes, and I've got some bok choy chopped up as well. Oh, and if you have to go into it, don't feel pressured to stay here with me since you're the only one. You can leave at any time. It's fine. It's recorded, so it's fine. And then I've got some shiitake mushrooms here as well. And I said earlier that I normally use portobello for things like this, but it was suggested to me that I should use shiitake and just see what that's like. So I'm always open to trying new things and just, you know, experimenting. So I'm going to be using the shiitake mushrooms for today. And then here on my cutting board, if you can see a bit, there's some broccoli that I've cut up. And I was just grating this ginger and showing how to do that with a spoon, okay? So I'm going to fix this camera back a little. But basically, I was just saying all you have to do is take a spoon like this and, and just grate the ginger like so. And then the ginger pieces will fall off onto the cutting board. So I'm just kind of doing that right now. Yeah, you can see like that, and we only need about a tablespoon of fresh ginger. So it don't need that much. It does make a difference, so do not skip this step. Sometimes in recipes you can get by with skipping steps if you don't have an ingredient. I would not skip out on the ginger. Some of the vegetables you could skip out on if you don't have them. For instance, I did not have carrots today, so I'm skipping out on those, but that's not going to make a significant difference in my final product. But when it comes to things like different flavors that you're using, you don't want to skip out on those, okay? I have some red curry paste here as well that I can talk about in a second, but let me just finish grating this ginger. Like so. Yummy. Okay. That's about, I'm going to do a little bit more. The ginger just sort of like brightens it up and brings it to life. Ginger is just great in all things. I love putting ginger in my smoothies. Really takes it to another level. Okay, so that's roughly a tablespoon of ginger right there. Okay. Alrighty, and I've got my lime wedge ready to go as well. Okay, I'm gonna just rinse these shiitake mushrooms off very quickly. Okay. At any time, if you have questions, Antoinette, please unmute yourself and you can talk to me, and I will answer any questions you might have. I'm going to grab my curry paste. This is what curry paste looks like. This can be found at your local farmer's market usually, or if you have some sort of like international or oriental store that you buy like very unique ingredients from, they will definitely have some red curry paste. This is very popular in like a lot of Thai food, and Indian food as well. And when you take it out, it's like a package of paste, and you just kind of squeeze it into your recipe. I've already cut this here, and I'm going to squeeze it in. And let me just tell you what's in it. So there's dried red chilies, garlic, lemongrass, shallot, salt, galangal, and kaffir lime peel. OMG. Galangal is so delicious, and so is kaffir lime. So imagine all of that mashed up into a paste. Okay? It's going to be very flavorful. All right. What do I need to do now? I need to put some more water in my pot. But I'm going to transition the camera over here to the stove so you can see how I'm making it. Okay. So let me just do that. I'm going to transition over to the stove. Looks like we might need to go up a little bit higher though, so you can see. I don't know how much higher I can go. I'll probably just take this off and lift it up so you can see in a moment. It's not, I can't really go higher than that. Okay. All right, so we've got a big pot. This is about the size that you would need, and it makes a lot of soup. I know that you've got a crew to feed, so this would be a great recipe for you guys. So I'm going to start off by putting some neutral cooking oil in here. I love using avocado oil, but I have extra virgin olive oil today, so that's what I'm going to use. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit in there. I really don't measure my oil. Just eyeball it. Okay. Then I'm going to start with my onions and garlic in here, okay? Let that heat up a little bit, but I can go ahead and add my onions and garlic. I'm literally only seasoning these vegetables with just salt and pepper because all the other elements in here are very flavorful and they're going to do what they're supposed to do and make this soup very delicious. So you really don't have to just go crazy with the seasoning. Okay, so I've got onion and garlic in there so far. Then I'll probably add in my mushrooms next. And just the other vegetables and the broccoli, all of that. You don't have to even go in a particular order. I do need a tablespoon, a measuring spoon. Or I can eyeball it. I pretty much have my measurement locked in my head. I know what a tablespoon or a teaspoon looks like just because I've been working with it for such a while. But if you're at home, definitely use your measuring spoons and cups to have a great dish, okay? Just turning up this heat a little bit so we can start it cooking. But I'm going to go ahead and add some salt and pepper to this. This right here is some coarse sea salt. See if you can see that. Yeah, this is some coarse sea salt. You don't have to use very much of this. It's pretty strong. I do sort of over salt in the beginning just because I know I have a lot of vegetables to cook. And I want to make sure they all get some flavor. Do you have any questions so far, Antoinette? If not, you can just say how you are, but if so.
No, I'm still here.
Okay.
No,
Thank you for
it's pretty. You're making it all look fluid and simple. So I just hope when it's my turn, I can be at least a little bit as great. Okay.
What kind of experience do you have with cooking? Have you been doing it for a while?
Yeah, I'm a decent cook. I just when it comes to the vegan food, it's just the challenge is getting them to eat it, and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to learn kind of healthier, tastier option. I'll eat it. I have no problem. I'm like a raw collard green kind of girl, so I don't have a problem. But when it comes to like flavoring and stuff like that, and just that sort of thing, trying to get my family to come on board, because it's simple for me. I don't. It doesn't take a lot, but I know, if they've been eating a certain way, it's kind of hard to take them away from that, So
Right.
yeah. Mhm.
I definitely understand that. So I've tried to trick my family a couple of times, and
Okay.
not let them know that it's vegan until they've eaten it.
Okay.
Because what matters most is how it tastes, and I guess how it makes you feel. And I think
Right.
people can get caught up on what's in it and all of that, and then they deprive themselves of a good meal sometimes, So
Right.
knowing that, I just try to keep certain things to myself.
I got you. I'm gonna try that tonight with the chicken Phillies. I'm gonna start there tonight. So I actually got this since it's the weekend, and we usually eat like our little foods, the weekend foods. I'm gonna try that tonight. We're gonna have chicken Phillies tonight.
Yeah. Chicken Philly is a winner. I'm telling you, Trey.
Right.
Yeah. So this is really great. This will last you guys. So how many people are in your family?
Now it's 6. 6 of us. Yeah, including
great.
myself. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, this will be great for the family. And your kids should like this. My son is very picky like that too. I have made this for him in the past, and he's eaten it, and he's eaten the whole bowl and loved it. And then the second time I made it, he asked me what's in it, and he knew it was vegan, and then all of a sudden he doesn't like it anymore.
Oh wow.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay, I got you. Only at.
All right, So I've added the broccoli now. I'm going to add, I'll add my mushrooms in this step, and you don't have to use the whole thing. You don't even have to use mushrooms, period, if you don't want to. I'm just going to add a few, so maybe like half this container, and kind of give that a stir. And then, this is already looking good. I like when the broccoli cooks down and softens. It's going to be real nice. I'm going to go ahead and add my sweet potatoes and bok choy too. Now, if you've never cooked with bok choy before, don't fret. vinaigrette. It's real easy. It's sort of like a mixture between collard greens and spinach. Like, it's easy to cook like a spinach, but the leaves kind of remind me of collard greens. Because they tend to hold up better in what you're cooking. When you cook with spinach, you know, it just disappears. But this kind of stays present, and it's a new thing for me that I'm using, actually. I haven't really cooked with it much, but I've tasted it, and it's great. So I just thought it'd be great in this. So here's that. I have some more sweet potatoes that I thought I was going to use. I might use a couple more. I don't really have to use all of them. I cut up 2 sweet potatoes. I'm also trying to get into the habit of, you know, whatever I put out on the plate is what you're going to eat. Being that type of mom, because I'm used to giving my son options and things like that, and you know, I guess that's great. The intention was great, but it kind of becomes a nightmare when you have to cook multiple meals just to satisfy a 10-year-old. That's just not going to happen no more. Okay.
Very nice. Very nice.
Okay, so I'm just going to take one of these little onions. I'll see if it needs more salt as we go on. You really can kind of salt your food. Like, you can salt your food in 2 places. You know, in the beginning when you're cooking the vegetables, and at the end after you've added everything, so you can know just how much salt you need. I'm going to go ahead and put a nest of noodles. No, never mind. I'll wait. I'm going to wait for that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add the other ingredients. Okay? I'm going to add the curry paste. Xavier? Can you get me, can you get my charger out of the bag there? My computer charger? Thank you. Sorry, Internet. Give me 1 second. My computer went dead here.
You're fine.
Okay, thank you. And then can you type in the Wi-Fi for me? Thank you so much. Thank you. What are you doing? I need a taste tester in a minute. Okay. Alrighty, let's see. we need 2 tablespoons of red curry paste. So I'm gonna add that. That's 1 right there. I'm almost out of this. They also make this as a yellow curry paste too, and it's a little less of a kick to it, and that's really good, especially if you're trying to make some sort of Indian food, like a potato curry, which is so good, over basmati rice, and you have some naan bread. God, I need to make that. That's going to be next on my list. It's so good. Okay. So, yeah, this has a little bit of a kick to it, but really not anything too noticeable. Okay. Work that in. And then we're going to add, we can go ahead and add our ginger here as well. Oh, we got another person! Ah! I'm sorry, I get excited when other people join. Hi!
Welcome.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for joining us today. I have another person on the call, Antoinette, and she's just been here watching me. So thank you for being here also. So what we've got now is some onions, garlic, broccoli, sweet potatoes, bok choy, and shiitake mushrooms already in our pot. And I just added some Thai red curry paste, and now I'm adding our ginger, okay?
That sounds delicious.
Yes, it is. Okay. Would you happen to be in your kitchen cooking with me or no?
I am not at this moment.
Okay, no worries.
Keeping my son entertained while he watches football.
Okay. That's what my son is doing in the next room, so I understand. Okay. Isn't it interesting, too, these children? It's like, I guess when I was growing up, we actually went outside and played football.
Yeah.
We didn't watch people or mom. Weird.
Mm-hmm.
But okay.
He enjoys watching it a lot. He's only 3, but he enjoys it a lot.
Oh, he's only 3? Okay, my son is 10. All right. Okay, so like I mentioned, I don't have carrots, so I'm skipping that today. What I have next is 4 cups of vegetable broth. That's what I need, which is right here. I use this kind, and it's, actually, I don't really, this is just what's available at the farmer's market. I don't really care for this one too much because it has too much flavor, per se, that I don't necessarily like, but it works when I'm, adding it along with other stuff. So I prefer just like the Publix brand of organic vegetable stock for broth. So just FYI. And if you have a carton like this is 4 cups. You can just add the whole thing. You don't have to mix. Okay. And then we're gonna add some coconut milk, a whole can. And coconut milk is really what sets it off, you guys. So it's delicious. I love coconut milk. And the thing I love about coconut milk too is that it doesn't always taste like coconut. Believe it or not, depending on what you add it with. And I'm gonna show you guys what the inside of my pot looks like here in just one moment, okay? So after we've got our coconut milk, we're gonna add our liquid aminos, or if you have soy sauce, you can put that in there. But liquid aminos, brown sugar, and then we'll squeeze our lime wedge and cilantro at the very end, okay? All right, so here's our liquid aminos. You can find this at any grocery store or in the farmer's market. I checked my members list the other day, and just to see where everybody was from. And I have people from all over participating. People in Nebraska, freaking Alabama, California, Michigan, everywhere. It's kind of cool to see. All right, so I'm going to add about half a tablespoon of liquid aminos. That's about right. I don't have a measuring spoon. I just use my eyeballs.
Yeah, I felt like
And
you
then
were doing a lot of measuring for us, but you probably don't do that regularly.
I don't. And then maybe on some of the videos you might see me too, like writing something down. Like I'm capturing what I do because I don't normally measure. So,
Yeah. Sounds like my mom. Oh, just do it until it feels right. I'm like, no, mama, I can't do that. It don't feel right at all to me. I don't know.
Exactly. When it comes to baking, though, for sure, you're going to see me measuring because I got to get that right. But okay, yeah, so just about this much of brown sugar, roughly.
See, just about this much.
Exactly. And that brown sugar makes a difference, too. I thought I could skip that one time when I made this, and it was like, something ain't right. But don't want to skip that. Okay, so I've got that. And we're just kind of letting this, I'm going to turn it up to high so it can kind of boil a little bit. And I'm going to show you what it looks like in here, too. Okay. Let's turn this around. How do I do that? Oh, okay. All right, so this is what it looks like inside of here. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my gosh.
It looks delicious.
Oh yeah. It smells delicious. I wish you could smell this through the camera. So we're just gonna let it kind of boil and reduce or thicken up a little bit. But I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little taste, and see what we working with. Okay. Nope, it's not done. You excited? You hungry, huh? I know you hungry. You finna eat good. So I'm just adding a little bit more salt, okay? Salt and pepper, you can do that to taste. I love salt. So, I'm heavy on the salt sometimes. He's gonna make a smoothie. Please taste your food when you're cooking it, by the way. I find that interesting that some people don't taste their food until the end. A little bit more salt. What'd you say, Ray? Yeah, you want to try? Okay, hold up. You thirsty? Okay. Look in that cabinet right there. Should be some cups. Yes. All right, come try it. Okay, y'all, we're finna see if this is kid friendly or not. Hold up. I'm on a live call.
Yeah, I was wondering if it was going to be spicy because of the curry.
Yes, it is slightly spicy, just a little bit. It's nothing that is like, oh my God, my mouth is on fire, nothing like that. It's just a little kick. So my son wants to try a little. All right, come on over. Say hello. Hold on. I'm making a mess. Here. It's a little bit hot, but not really.
Good but hot.
How is it?
Good but hot. That's why it's quite hot.
It's just hot temperature-wise? Okay, great. Would you like it? Awesome. So you're going to eat a big bowl, right?
No, but I love it.
He's going to eat a big bowl.
No, don't give me a big box.
Okay, so while that's going, I'm going to start cooking my rice vermicelli noodles. I already have a pot here boiling with water, but it's kind of gotten low, so I'm going to just add a little bit more water to it. Okay. either of you ever cooked with rice vermicelli noodles before?
I have not.
Okay, great. These are great. These
Once
remind me
or
of.
twice. Maybe my husband did. Yeah.
Oh, you have? Okay, great. They remind me
Okay.
of like angel hair pasta because they're very thin like that. Except angel hair pasta, you know, you have to be very
They use them in.
with that. Huh?
Okay. Do they use those noodles in pho? They look like the noodles
Yes.
that they use in.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So, but yeah, so they're similar to angel hair pasta, I guess, in their size and in shape and whatnot. But they're different in texture a little bit because angel hair pasta can tend to get very mushy, especially if you overcook it. I mean, I guess these could too, but it's just different. I can't explain it, but it's great. So they come in these little nests, and you can just drop the whole nest right into the boiling water. I feel like you could drop these noodles right into the boiling soup, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to put it in the water to be safe, because like I explained earlier to Antoinette, I want
Like what?
to...
Like,
Huh?
go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm talking to the little one.
Oh, okay, fine. I want the integrity of each piece of this dish to remain intact. So, sometimes if I put the noodles in here, they kind of just soak up everything, and you know, it's not the same experience. But if I keep them separate and kind of put them in the bowl first, and then spoon the soup over the top of it, it's a little better that way to me. So, I'm just letting my water come back to a boil here. Then I'm going to put both of these nests in there. So is it 2 nests? Oh, yeah. So it's actually 4 nests in a package. It's like 2 nests on top of each other. You guys can see that. But yeah, I get these at DeKalb Farmers Market if you live in Georgia. If you don't live in Georgia, they should still have these. You can have them at, you can find them probably at some sort of Asian market or Thai market. Okay, this is getting good. It is thickening up. And as you probably know, when you're cooking a soup or anything with liquid and it reduces, the flavors intensify. So if I taste this at the start, which is why I probably shouldn't have added more salt. I didn't follow my own rules. But when you taste this at the start, it's like it can be a little watery, you know, not have as much flavor. But by the time it reduces, it's like it's intense, you know. So I might need to add a little water because I added more salt. Yes, I think I'm gonna add a little bit more brown sugar. Just a little. And then, oh yeah, I gotta add my cilantro and lime juice. And I can go ahead and do that until this starts to boil, which is about to. So I'm gonna add my cilantro in here. You know, you can just do like a little handful or so. I just cut up the whole bunch. I love cilantro. Oh, my son loves it. And I've got a lime wedge too here. Squeeze that in there. Okay, now we're about to cook our noodles. My daughter is waking up. She is not happy. Okay. Stir that around. My goodness. Oh God, I can't wait to eat. Okay, so I'm putting my nest in here. I might even make 4 of these nests because I've got quite a few people to feed. So that's a good way to measure like the serving sizes too, is with the nest. So you can have like 1 to 2 nests per person. 1 nest is perfect for a child. For an adult, I can probably eat 2 nests by myself. But then again, I eat a lot. So, you gotta be like me. I'll add one more in here. My pot's kind of small. And these take all of like 120 seconds to cook. In the meantime, my soup is just reducing. And I'm gonna get my bowl ready. Now, if y'all go home and make this now, and you have any sort of issues or questions, please let me know inside of the community kitchen. You know, one thing I thought about doing was making myself available maybe like one particular night of the week for people to call me or, you know, text me for help or even call me, you know, on a video chat and have me like help them walk through the recipe, like, you know, maybe for a limited time, like 15 minutes or so, I can be there for them and help them get set up or whatnot, whatever they need. What do you
Yeah, that
guys
would be
think about
cool.
that?
Yeah.
You like that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I think the
I like
live
that
classes are, okay, great. I think the live classes are good too, but as you can see, not many people attend them because they have life going on. And then you can watch the replay, but it's just not, you know, the same when you're in the moment.
Not the same.
I don't think people are pulling up their laptop while they're cooking. They're just not doing it.
I mean, I will say that if I have to, because I don't cook very well. So whatever recipe I'm using is open while I'm cooking.
Okay, yeah, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, so now everything is ready. I'm going to, let me show you how these noodles look. Slide this over a little bit. And see, these are nice and done already, just that fast. So I'm gonna turn them off and spoon that into my bowl. And then I'm gonna spoon my soup right on top of it. So I need to get a ladle. All right. So I just take my noodles straight out the pot like that, put it in my bowl here. I'm gonna do just one. And I'm gonna ladle some soup right on top. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that looks real tasty.
Yeah, y'all is gonna look like this too, I promise.
Don't make promises like that. I'm gonna try making the cauliflower wings.
Oh yes, the cauliflower wings. Oh my gosh, I don't know if y'all are following me on social media, but I just made a buffalo cauliflower chicken wrap. I need to post that in. It was so good with the recipe
Yeah, I saw
that y'all have. You saw it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was amazing. Okay, let me take this off. And get a fork.
It's so hot.
Okay, so you guys can see. So I kind of need like a fork and a spoon, actually, to eat the noodles. Okay, so once the soup is done and it's kind of reduced, let me show you what it looks like. And then you can kind of just turn it on low. You can even add a little piece of butter in here, which I think I'm going to do. And butter tends to just bring everything together. Like, it's something magical about it. I don't know. But this is what my bowl of soup looks like, okay? It's got all the greatness in it. Those noodles coming up underneath. Oh, my. All right, so let me just taste this and see what we've got going. You know, have you guys seen those YouTube channels where people are just eating food? I want to do that.
Yeah.
Like, people that will take time out of their day to watch me eat. That's cool, I guess. Okay, here we go.
I mean, we're doing it right now.
We're doing right now.
Jackson, be quiet.
My God, that's good.
It's
I'm going to add some more salt personally to mine, but y'all know how I do. And I'm going to add a little piece of butter to the rest of the soup, like I said. So if that's not on the recipe, but if you're at home, you can do that. And I'll show you what I mean by a little piece.
Mommy.
So because I have such a big pot, I cut half of this stick, right? But then I'm going to cut this in half as well. So I'm not using this whole thing.
I was about to say, you said a little piece. That is not a little piece.
This is probably good enough. Even I can cut this in half. So it's like an eighth of a stick
Okay.
of butter. Yeah. Drop that in there. Yeah, and that'll just melt in there. And oh my, that's really gonna make it. I'll add a little bit to my own little bowl, just 'cause I missed out. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Eat that. I mean, you don't really need no bread, no nothing with this. This is perfect as is. I mean, it's absolutely delicious and it's beautiful. And your family really shouldn't have no complaints about this. I would be surprised if they do. But that's it, ladies. So if you have any questions, feel free. I'm open.
Jackson. I don't think I have one right now. Oh,
I'm sorry.
go ahead, dear.
No, I was just asking earlier. I think my phone got cut off about the noodles. Are those the same noodles that they use in pho?
Ooh. Yes. Yes, they are.
Yummy. Okay, cool.
They are.
That's why they look so familiar. Okay. So you
Mhm.
can use them with hot or cold, right? Those are ones that kind of transition well.
Yep.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I've even had these like in a spring roll. So yeah, they can cook them and then just kind of, I guess, maybe dry them out in a way, or not, just cook them and then let them sit out at room temperature, and then kind of chop them up a little bit and add them to your egg roll mixture and fry them.
Nice. Well, this was
Mhm.
great. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. Thank you guys for attending, and I'll have the replay posted a little bit later for you, okay?
Okay, thank you for doing this.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah. Peace.
Look.